All right, all right, all right. How y'all feel out there?
Mhm.
Big up to Dejan, man. Dejan said he don't like that I start the show before I start the show, but ha, that's how we gonna start the show. Hey, it's the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe show. Yo, yo, yo. What up, though, y'all? It's your boy LG Tim Wilson. I'm here with the Nasty Boys, Big Ed and Ways, and this is the What Up, Though show. We got a live one for you today. We are recording on a Saturday night instead of a Friday night like we usually do, and that's because I had to get up early this morning to do some shit. Anyway, I want to give a big shout out to all my birthday people, especially my boy Daryl Earl. What up, though, Daryl Earl? I also got my girl Yvette Glover. So, and there's been a few more, man. If I missed you, I missed you. But happy birthday to all of y'all. And you know what? I pulled up my wrong sound effect, so that's why I would do that instead of the explosion. Got the wrong ones out. But it's all good in the hood, man. But we got a lot to talk about, man. I got one of the craziest stories I've ever heard in my life that we're gonna talk about tonight. And amongst all the other shit, it's gonna be. I got less to talk about than last week, so it ain't gonna take as long. But in the house with me, of course, I got the Nasty Boys, Big Ed and Ways. What up, though, fellas?
What up? What up?
What up? What up?
What is good?
Saturday night.
What is good? Hey, it is a Saturday night, man, and I want to cut right to the chase and say, um, let's do this shot.
Ooh, yeah.
This is going out to all the people with breast cancer and all the breast cancer survivors and those that's fighting it. Yo, I got your back. Let's do that.
Cheers.
Woo! Notice I got on my pink hat today, the pink ribbon for breast cancer awareness and breast cancer research. Got my little button right there. Got most stuff too. This hat says Chevy in the D. That's for all the Chevrolet people in Detroit. Today, for Chevrolet, I did the walkathon. We walked through the Detroit Zoo, the Detroit Detroit Zoological Society.
Okay.
That's the long name for the Detroit Zoo. It was pretty doggone awesome, man. And I got tips. I got drunk as hell afterwards, and I'm just waking up.
Just off the wall question. What's the craziest thing that you guys seen happen at the zoo?
Uh, the craziest thing I saw happen at the zoo today wasn't a whole lot because a lot of the animals were asleep. But for those that did move around, I'm trying to think. There was something. There was one thing that was. Oh, I know. It was like the tigers. It wasn't not the. Well, there's two kind of tigers, right? There's the tigers with stripes and the tigers without. What's the one
Yep.
without? Is there a different name for those? Because I didn't read the sign. I was
I
fascinated
don't
with
know.
the animals itself.
Are you sure it wasn't a liger?
It might have been the ligers. You might be right. And it was three of them. And one of them came walking towards us. So two of them were asleep, and one of them was walking towards us, and it just plopped over. It was a female, and it just plopped. Or is it that the females don't have stripes and the males have stripes? Is that what it is?
I
Potentially,
believe they both have stripes.
Yeah, I think they both have stripes.
because there was one with stripes in a completely different area, but he was knocked out. And then these didn't have stripes, and one of them, it was a female. She came walking towards us, and then she just plopped down on the ground and rolled over on her back and spread her legs wide open.
Oh man.
You just heard everybody go, "Oh!" and
Uh
someone said, "She's not a lady."
Uh,
Not very ladylike.
one year, little pork chop school. He was in elementary school at the time. Took a trip to the zoo, and I went as a chaperone. And me and Junior walk up to the lion cage, and the lions was getting busy
Wow.
in front of the school kid.
Hey, this one wanted to, evidently. Well, they don't be giving a damn who watching. It's on. It's if it's own motherfucker, then it's on.
Similarly, that's kind of what I experienced. It was a little more freaky and weird to me what I saw, but it is what I saw, and that was the chimpanzee. At first, I thought it was just two of them doing their thing, getting busy. So as I'm going around, and you get a closer look as you're going through the little pit or whatever it's called in the Minnesota Zoo, where you can see them from the other side of the glass. Oh, the baby's sitting there hanging on to the mom as she's getting drilled.
Wow. Wow. There's a crazy story. I have one of the craziest zoo stories ever, but it's long and I don't want to go into it. But the short version of it is when I was a kid. I was in second grade, and I got lost at the zoo. It was wild. I thought about it when I was there today too. As soon as everybody said, "We go see the monkeys," I said, "That's when I got fucking lost." We went to see the damn monkeys, and I was fascinated. I turned around, and nobody was behind me. I was walking out looking. I lost my class. Imagine the teacher losing somebody's kid at the zoo.
Man,
That was. As a grown up, I look at that and say, "Dang, that had to be wearing her out."
right?
But yeah, it was funny because somebody found me. It was like helping. They took me to this booth, and my dad was a bus driver, so
Okay.
I was sitting in the booth. I had to miss the rest of the zoo trip. I couldn't make my way through the rest of the zoo. They took me to the booth where the buses were coming in, and said, "If you see your dad, just point him out." And sure enough, Pops came rolling through there.
Damn.
Yeah, and Pops rode, and I just jumped on the bus with my Pops, and that was that.
See, I hated when my mom was a bus driver because that means she was on every field trip.
Well, you need to stop being a badass. Anyway, um, let's get to these stories, man.
Okay.
Let's get down to business here, shall we? Can we do that? Can we do that one time?
Yes, we can.
All right. Well, I'm going to start with something real easy and something we're all familiar with. We're gonna try to not go too far into it because, of course, we have more time to talk about it on Tuesday. But we just witnessed the NFL draft over the last 3 days.
Yeah. It was a wild one too. Lots of unexpected picks.
It was a wild one. There was a lot of more curveballs than we threw, and our mock,
Oh man.
it put our mock draft to shame.
Right?
It was like doing March Madness. That bracket got busted real quick.
Yeah, man. They busted the shit out your bracket, didn't they?
Man,
Houston set it off right away. We did predict that Houston would be a wild card. It would set it off right away, but we didn't see it the way we saw it.
No.
Although Waze and I both had them picking Will Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
We thought they would pick him with the second pick instead of the quarterback. Instead, they traded up with Arizona, took Arizona's pick, and got Will Anderson after getting the quarterback. So that was the first big shock. Any more big shocks that that stood out for you?
Will Levis dropping out of the first round.
The funniest shit ever.
Indianapolis taking Anthony Richardson.
See, that was something I had called weeks ago, though.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. Sorry about that. My computer's having a little bit of problems up there. So, and for those that don't know, my show is here, my camera is here, but the information that I'm pulling is here. So that's why I'm looking away from the camera sometimes a lot. So please excuse me for that. Um, yeah, that was kind of it was interesting. I tell you what, what the shocker was here. The Lions trading out of that sixth pick and trading back
Yeah.
Yeah.
with Jalen Carter right there on the table. They said, "You don't want him. Trade back.
Yeah.
If
And then
he there,
Chicago,
he there."
and then Chicago trading with Philadelphia to move back one spot so Philly could jump ahead of them and get Jalen Carter.
Yeah, well. So last year they got two Georgia defensive players, and this year they got two Georgia defensive players.
Yeah.
They got the best two players off their defense 2 years in a row.
They got
And then
the defensive line from the national championship winning Bulldogs.
Yeah,
yeah, and they got a couple offensive players from Alabama too.
yeah. So did Detroit,
Mm-hmm.
and Detroit got Hendon Hooker. How about that?
Yeah.
Yep.
We picked up a quarterback, I think, very late. I think it was our 7th round pick.
And-
We picked up a quarterback.
You know that's actually a good spot for him too,
Yeah.
because he has to he gets to rest his leg for another year.
Yeah.
So
And he
So,
gets
I
another
pulled-
extra year to
I actually called them picking him, but I thought they'd pick him much earlier than third round. I didn't think Hooker would last until the third round like that.
no,
no.
Yeah. So that
I
was
honestly thought he was going to be a first rounder. But once I saw Levis wasn't getting picked, I was like, yeah, I think we're not going to see that happen anytime soon.
Levis dropping to the second round was funny to me.
That was entertaining.
How about DeAndre Swift is traded to Philadelphia
Yeah.
to the Eagles because the Lions picked the first round of with that 12th pick that they traded back to. They picked up Joe Gibbs out of Alabama, running back out of Alabama.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Jameer Gibbs. I'm sorry, but the people here, it's very mixed emotions. There are people here that they just hate that pick. I don't want to go too much into it because I do plan to talk about this a little more on Tuesday. But I guess a lot of people make their decisions on what they hear and not what they see. It's so cliche now that you can't pick a running back in the first round that everybody's all up in arms. And even when I read the grade, read the different sites with the grades, most of them hate Atlanta's pick. They hate the Lions pick because they picked the running back in the first round. It's like, get the hell over it, man. What's wrong with picking a running back in the first round? Well, it doesn't. No.
You got to pick the best available, and especially if you can pick the best available at a position
Of need.
exactly.
Well, it's not even just that. This was a perfect example of all the fans and analysts going based off of their opinion and not seeing what was actually happening within that front office. It was
Right.
all analysts and everyone saying, Jalen Carter, and a lot of people were pulling for a quarterback right away. No one was thinking about that need at running back.
I did see that, especially because it came out a little bit before the draft that they were considering trading DeAndre Swift, and I said I wouldn't be surprised if they go after a running back. When Bijan Robinson went off early, I think that ramped up the urgency to grab that other running back. And yeah, there's been complaints that, oh, you could have got this guy in the second round, you could have got this guy in the third round. This offensive line, you can do this. Oh yeah, so why settle for that's the mediocrity? Why settle for mediocrity when you can get the best on the board early? Get you a top dog. But I don't list. I don't care about that because winning shuts all that bullshit up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Come out and win, and everybody shuts the hell up.
Yeah.
What did you think about the Bears pick? They passed on everybody we thought they was gonna pass them. Totally went
After watching the tape on him, I love it
good.
because I didn't see no tape on right before the draft. But when they picked him and they started showing his tape, and then I did a little bit of research on him, man, he's a big, strong dude that can play on both sides of the line.
He is a huge dude, man.
Yeah.
He plows through people.
I was really hoping, and not even as the Vikings fan, this is just wanting the team to do well in general. I was really hoping they did not pick Peter Skoronski, but I don't know if you guys saw when he was picked, the video they showed. That man's way too stiff to be able to protect Justin Fields outside that pocket.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah,
did the right thing passing Skaronski. Skaronski. Well, but Skaronski is probably in the pros going to fall into more of an offensive guard than a tackle.
yep,
And they need to protect his blind. They need to protect Justin Fields' blind side.
yep.
That guy they got is a he is an absolute.
Man, he only gave up 2 sacks his whole college career.
He's a bulldozer, man. That dude, he was just plowing through guys. I was like, this dude is huge.
He actually even looked better than Paris Johnson.
What about Minnesota? What did they didn't they? Who did they get?
They picked a receiver,
Yep, Jordan Anderson.
Oh, that's right, Jordan Addison. That is,
and man,
he's a speedster.
he got to put some weight on him.
He don't need that. Okay, so look at it. This is the way I'm looking at this. Not even as a Vikings fan, but as from a coach's perspective. You got a kid who is gonna light up that slot position because he is a beautiful route runner and he is fast as hell. So he's gonna take up that slot position. Now, when JJ comes moving into that slot position, he's bouncing onto the outside where he's gonna use that speed to be a deep threat.
Yeah, but 5'11", 175 pounds, playing in the slot, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. He playing with his life.
You'll see.
This the NFL. It ain't college.
No, you'll see. Trust me. And it doesn't matter if it's with the Vikings or what. Wherever he ended up,
he got to beef up. He got to beef up at least a 210. Guess what?
Guess what? So yeah, the NFL draft was very entertaining, man. The first round was entertaining. Second round was okay, not quite as. It's never as entertaining. The first round is always the most entertaining. Right?
Yeah.
Houston made the big splash. Detroit made a splash. There was a lot of trades. There was a lot of stuff going on. That was a very busy first round. And then the second round, Detroit had those 3 picks. They picked Jack Campbell with their second first round pick, the linebacker out of where did he go? Was it Iowa? Where did Jack Campbell play? I think he played Iowa. He's good. I like Jack Campbell. He can play. What I don't, he's a good tackler. He's a very good football player.
Mm-hmm.
Sound athlete. He's a great athlete. Sound player. But I don't see him. He's not the big stick guy, and that's what I thought they should go for somebody that can hit a little harder. But I'm okay with the pick. Critics love the pick. So they did. I thought the Lions did good. Frisco didn't really start making any noise till today, and you don't really know what they did because who was watching today?
Right. I kept getting notifications.
Yes,
oh my God, Tom Pellisario was lighting up my notifications bar.
Yeah. It's like once you get to day 3, it's just only people that knows these people are the scouts.
Yeah.
The scouts and the teams picking them. Everybody else, these are definitely wait and see prospects that you get on today. So anyway, man, that was the NFL draft. So now on to some different stories, man. We want to say rest in peace to a couple of big names that we lost this week. One was Harry Belafonte. So rest in peace, Harry Belafonte, the banana boat. Today, everybody knows that.
Right.
Daylight come and me one go home.
Did you know that Johnny Carson handed over the Tonight Show to him for a week?
I did not know that.
Yep, he did the Tonight Show for a whole week back in the 60s.
Wow, nice. Hey, and we also lost Jerry Springer. So
hey, I know Dad's up there having fun right now.
He had what 70? He was 79. He had cancer, and his wife said he's been hiding his cancer because he didn't want it to be a story.
Yeah, Steve Wilkos had seen him about a month ago, and he didn't even tell Steve about the cancer.
Yeah.
Whoever Steve is.
Steve Wilkos, the big ball or the big white ball head
You say
dude,
his name again, like that changes whether or not I know.
He
who
was
you're
the
talking about.
he
the
was the
security guard
bodyguard.
on the show.
Yeah, security guard.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't that big of a fan of the show to know his bodyguards.
Well, he got his own show afterwards. So.
Yeah, well, I didn't watch Jerry Springer.
Oh, okay.
Leave alone his bodyguard show.
See,
Leave alone a spinoff.
my dad made us watch Jerry Springer every day.
I mean, of course, you know who he is. You've seen probably an episode or two or some chants, but I wasn't like a fan of the show where I know who his bodyguard is.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's funny that you said his name. I say I don't know who it is, so then you say his name again. That changes it. Oh, there was a lot of mixed emotions, man. There was some people that was being real brutal and real cruel about the Jerry Springer thing. So, I thought that was interesting.
There's a lot of people that say he plays a big part in the downfall of America.
Yep.
And there's a lot of people on the right that don't like Jerry because he was more of a liberal type mayor of Cincinnati. So I think that's where all that vitriol comes from.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I get a lot of people talking about what he was a killer of the culture, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this was interesting to me. In Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a 19-year-old girl named Madison Brooks was drinking, and bartender was pouring drinks down her throats. He got her real fucked up, and she asked these two guys to drop her off at home because she was too drunk, and they raped her and killed her, and they shut down the bar.
As they should.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it the bar's fault? Tell me.
Because there's actually laws on the books that say you can't serve. Once you know somebody is visibly intoxicated, you cannot serve them anymore.
Yeah, because it becomes a public safety issue.
So, and if they're just sitting there pouring liquor down their throat, then yeah.
Well, as they raped her, didn't necessarily kill her, but they put her out the car and she got hit by a car. That's how she got killed. She didn't get killed by them, but
Because of that, essentially.
Essentially, yeah.
But there's actually a case to be made that they did.
Right. Well,
the state's gonna make that case anyways.
probably they're gonna. I mean, if it works, you still rape is rape, you know.
Yep.
So, I mean, okay, I get it, but okay, I get it. I mean,
It's just like as a parent, if my son goes to another kid's house and the parent at that house is facilitating a party where the kids are drinking and getting drunk, and something happens to my kid on his way home from that party, the parents that helped their kid throw that party, I could sue them, and they can actually get legal charges against them.
I think the only thing that makes me agree that it's on the bar is that she's 19.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that too.
I don't know what the drinking age is there, but
Me
here
either,
it's
but
21.
Yeah, in most places it's 21. So I could see that potentially being an issue. But outside of that, man, is it really? Anyway, I ain't gonna dwell too far on that. My
Slavery
computer.
was good for black people.
Oh,
Have you heard this lie?
have you heard it?
The
Slavery.
myth of the happy slave, the happy plantation. American enslavement was 250 years. Slavery was good for black people.
Oh, sorry about that. It started
Have
over.
you heard this lie? The myth of the happy slave, the happy plantation. American enslavement was 250 years of pure, straight brutality, violence, terror, and murder. To believe that somebody's life could be controlled to an extent where their children could be sold and somehow they're going to be happy? That's a lie beyond anything I'm capable of believing.
Strong words there, right?
Right?
Um, I don't know. It just happened to come up. I'm looking for something else, and I was there, so I thought I'd go here. My system is really been sluggish, so want to apologize for that. But what was your thoughts on that, man?
For anybody that thinks slavery was a good time, trade places. Trade places. You get whipped like that. You get your children sold. You sleep on dirt floors. You eat the scraps that was given. And then we'll see how much it was a happy time.
Just the utter belief that people would seriously, not just messing around, joking around, whatever, actually 100% believe that the sentence slaves were happy makes any sense at all. That's a problem in its own right there.
And that was a white man speaking. So that is the one time that I'm not gonna say, you better shut your white mouth. I ain't playing. I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna let him
Yeah.
let that man speak.
You better keep your white mouth talking.
Before I get to the craziest story that I'm gonna close out with the craziest story. One of the craziest stories I've ever heard. Definitely the craziest one I've heard this year. Meta has shut down Jada Pinkett's Red Table Talk show.
It got Chris Rock smacked, so and you can't tell me that Will ain't been burning since he sat down with Jada on the Red Table Talk.
He heated.
But to me, it was a way. It was Jada had a way of bringing out dirty laundry from everybody that was on there.
But she's a toxic mother.
I
Right?
never actually saw the
toxicity,
show.
man. It brings out the toxicity in everyone else.
That shit. Nick Cannon called it toxic table talk.
So there's a lot of talk from people that are fans of the show. I never watched it. People that are fans of the show that they all said the show was too good to be on a Facebook show anyway. They need to be picked up by a network. And
No, they don't. No, they don't.
They think it might get picked up by OWN with what they said by Oprah's network.
Okay.
Why not, Big Ed? And quit yawning, man. Why, Big Ed?
I wasn't yawning.
You yawning down there?
No, I wasn't yawning.
Don't talk.
I'm just thinking Jada Pinkett could have the new Jerry Springer show. With the way she's able to bring out the dirt from everybody that's on the show.
But it ain't it ain't regular people. It's all celebrities though, right?
Yeah.
Then let the celebrities fight. Who cares? Their life is Gucci enough. They need to get outed on their shit.
if they on national
If it
TV
was
like
regular
that,
people, if it was regular people like Jerry Springer exploiting just a regular person to get over, that's one thing. But if you out in celebrities, go for it.
yeah, okay.
That's how I see it. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I see it. It's different exploiting just the average everyday Joe, and than it is somebody that everybody thinks is put on a pedestal
Mm-hmm.
and finding a way to get them.
But think on national TV, how many careers she's gonna ruin
I mean, what kind
by
of
doing that?
what kind of stuff she airing out on people?
Different like affairs, and it was a couple people on there that actually ended up having to come out after it. Yeah, to me, it's too much. It's too much personal shit.
When you say come out, you mean come out the closet?
Yep.
Oh well. I
Look,
think
look,
that
look
don't
at August.
that wouldn't ruin their career.
Look at August.
I'll see.
Well, yeah, in Hollywood. Yeah, August Alsina came out as gay now.
Ain't he the one she was in an entanglement with though?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's gay. So I mean, he wasn't gay then, evidently.
No, but now he don't even consider himself bisexual. He's full blown gay.
Yeah. Well.
Wow. Okay.
And that happens. They a lot. I know a chick that did that. She was bisexual, and then she realized I'm not really bisexual. I'm just sleeping with men because I think that's what I'm supposed to do. But the truth is, I like women, so I'm a lesbian now. I'm no longer bisexual. I know somebody that did that, but that don't ruin their career though.
Well, no, because they're in Hollywood. So
There's only
Give them a
one
different
career
idea.
that's really been ruined from this Red Table Talk show, and that was Will, her husband.
actually, Will's career ain't been ruined. He finna do Bad Boys 4, Emancipation. Just did Gangbusters on Apple TV. So his career ain't ruined. Holy shit.
She ain't ruining nobody's career.
The hell was that, Big Ed?
Yeah, what's that all about?
I hit the button on my chair and leaned back.
Oh, thought he got bit by a spider.
Right.
Had somebody trying to grab me, take me into an entanglement.
Wow.
There you go.
You said
So yeah, I don't know. That's just what somebody's opinion was, that they think she should go on network, that it was too big for Facebook. It should have been a network show anyway. And you while you say no, you watch it a lot more than I did.
No, I didn't watch it.
You seem to know a lot about it.
I'll catch clips of it when it comes across my news feed.
Yeah, I don't even do that. I caught the entanglement. That was the only one.
same here.
That's the only clip I've ever seen of the damn show. So Big Ed's a fan. He's a cloud. That's his guilty pleasure, and he don't want to admit it. It's okay. It's okay. We had what's the guy from Fox News got fired?
Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson got fired, and then Don Lemon got fired from CNN the next day. And Rick Ross offered him a job at Wingstop.
Tucker Carlson got offered a job by Russia.
Hey,
So
to do what?
to have another talk show.
In Russia?
Well, they got a TV station that's worldwide called Russia Today. It's basically the propagandist arm of the Russian government. But yeah, they offered Tucker Carlson a job. Wade sent me the link.
That's interesting. Didn't know that.
Well, he's been talking up Putin a lot, so.
Well, I did actually see somebody. I don't know if it was him, but somebody looked like Don Lemon was back there on fries. Yeah. All right, man. Craziest story I've heard this year. And then I'm going to wrap it up after this.
Okay.
I'll end it on this note. And then I'm going to pop a gummy because I need to wake up. I'm not all the way up. I apologize about my energy, but this woman named Catherine Knight. You heard about her?
No,
No.
it's a white lady though.
So Catherine Knight stabbed her boyfriend 37 times with a butcher knife.
Oh, she might be black. I don't know.
She's white.
Okay.
They're a white couple. She stabbed him with a butcher knife 37 times. The guy's name was John Price. Y'all ready
Mm-hmm.
for the rest of this?
Yeah.
Then she skinned his lifeless body and hung him from a meat hook. Nope, not done. She
What?
then cut him apart and turned him into a stew with pumpkin, beets, and zucchini. When the police arrived on the scene, they realized in horror that she was serving his corpse to his own children and his dog. That bitch is a savage.
Oh,
Wow. What did you do, John Price?
That's savage.
no.
I mean, did you beat her and turn the kids against her? I mean, what did you do?
In the hell? I don't even know what to say about that story. Like, it sounds like a Lifetime horror movie.
That's
I know who she's gonna marry in the afterlife. Jeffrey Dahmer.
But he like teased.
Oh, boy from Silence of the Lambs. What was him? He was
Hannibal Lecter.
Hannibal Lecter. Yeah, they even got her looking like Hannibal Lecter. You should see her face.
They got the mask on her and shit.
Got the mask on her and shit. Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Make sure she don't eat nobody else.
Wow.
Fed him, cooked him, and fed him to his kids and his dog.
She said he's gonna be with you for at least 3 to 4 days.
And you know, as crazy as that is, there's just a crazy part about it that just gets past me. That almost got past. It didn't miss me. It's like I caught it, but after I finished it, it was like it made it seem small, but it's such a big deal to me. Who puts pumpkin, beets, and zucchini in their stew?
Right.
But as he said, she's white.
Who makes stew with pumpkin, beets, zucchini?
Bet you there wasn't no salt in it.
Uh,
I'm just saying, it sounds like the same recipe as those who gave us potato salad with raisins.
pumpkin stew. Pumpkin
What the
nigga
fuck?
stew.
Yeah.
He said, "Sorry, children. I usually prefer the dark meat."
Ooh.
At least
So she normally would be.
he didn't need crackers.
Oh, and crackers in the stew already. It was already. It's bad joke time. Bad joke time. Jeez, it's incredible. Oh my God, that was. Oh man, I don't know what to say about it. All I can say is, y'all leave them white women alone, man. Y'all gotta be careful.
Hey, I'm good. 20 years.
She says, "See, kids, I told you he was tender."
Big Head is gonna be in the stew.
Nope.
Big Head gonna be in the stew right after this doggone show. He gonna be cheering for Diana Ross, and he's gonna say, "Oh, that's how you feel about Diana Ross? All right." you gonna be big pork chop tomorrow. Hey, we want to thank y'all for joining us, man. This is the What Up Doe Show. I'm your boy OG Tim Wilson, and that's my boy Big Ed and Ways. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We got a great new show coming up that I think y'all gonna like. It's gonna be real cool. It's called Chopping. So I think it's gonna be a real cool little show, and y'all, we will get you more information as we get closer to releasing it. But in the meantime and in between time, peace out, pressure crease out, keep the police out while I bust his niece out. If you like what you see, like what you see, and we out of here like last year.
Peace.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
What up, Doe?